Good morning, everybody. We are operational. This battle station is fully operational. Yes. So, given that there is nobody here yet, I'm going to take it fairly easy. And I'm going to try and encourage that bug out of the window. Go out. Yes, out. Out, please. I think he's gone. Okay. Excellent. Alrighty. And performance mode is on. Levels are looking good. Off we go. Oh, well, that was quick. Good morning, friend. Please make yourself known, because I don't have a very good live feed of who exactly is doing what, so appreciate any kind of a heads up as to who you are. Belated Circle 1. Hello, friend. How are you doing this morning? I guess you don't know my channel. I'm not sure how you discovered me. Given that there would be no one else around, but welcome. This is a channel in which I build structures in Minecraft, mostly. and I'm presently working on this rather large area. I'm playing on the PC. This PC. You can't get the shaders like this in any other device. So just the PC version that I'm aware of. I don't think you can get it on Xbox or whatever. Hello Yuri, good morning friend. I hope you've been having a good day so far, and I hope you continue to have a good day. How are you, friend? I'm feeling a bit under the weather, I don't know, just not so great today, unfortunately. But I'm going to try and feel a little bit better with some Minecraft, perhaps. I'm just a bit tired and demotivated this morning. I'm going to have a little bit of a tweak of some of these branches, actually. A little bit nicer. Cool. Good morning, Richard McNally. And goodbye, Mr. Belated Circle. That's good. I think vines could be nice on here. So let's go for some vines. What I don't want is the entire thing coated in vines, because I think that could look pretty bad. Look at what this looks like here. Yes, it looks quite nice actually. I do want to expand a little bit on the grassy area in here. Fill out that. And yeah, yes. And I guess, to be honest, it doesn't really make sense for this to not all kind of be quite grassy. And I think I wanted to put a bush inside maybe, so can we get maybe... let's put the second section of grass kind of in here. And see if we can get a jungle bush. In fact, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my hands to build it. Thank you. River poem. I've been working on this one for quite a long time, so I hope it's nice. The light looks really cool, doesn't it? Well, it's kind of like creeping in here. We've got bone meal here. I'll just get a little bit of bone meal. It's a little bit of a grassy area inside. I think that works, to be honest, overall. I'm not sure if I want to put more trees. I mean, it could be pretty cool to have some kind of trees kind of growing out the top a little bit. So, like, say here. Can I fit that? No, it's gonna look bad. What about here? Maybe in this area here, I could get a little bit of grass. Kind of fit it out a little bit and have a little bit of a little bit of grass growing up here. Would be quite nice. I actually haven't. In one of my time lapses, I did use quartz. Actually, this looks really nice with the grass on top. I think I'm going to do that in more places. I did use some quartz to make some kind of Neo-Greek pillars for the background for the Midas build. I don't know if you guys saw that or remember seeing that. But that used quartz pillars, which will look quite nice. I think I even want to get a bush maybe on here. So in fact, I'm going to do that. Just grab the leaf again. I'll just have a little bit of a bush here. What does that look like? Yes. I approve. I think you're right that lots and lots of... I was thinking about, because it's such a great contrast, this block, I was thinking maybe we could do things like just kind of put some kind of just as contrast makers in the hoods here, perhaps over here. And I'm also thinking, well, for now I want to complete this particular area here. So I'm a little bit concerned actually about what's happening over here. I'm just going to have a little bit of a punch on here because I don't like the way this is kind of higher than the temple. I think it looks a bit weird. I think that's more appropriate, just a little bit higher. I do want to create a more natural shape so it doesn't look quite so strange. I think I also want to put some grass on here because it's kind of weird to not have grass. New blocks. In one of my time lapses, I built it's called Midas, with a gold statue and a stone statue. I built that out all on in the background at the beginning is some I'd say some kind of neo-Greek balustrade, perhaps might be the right word. Which looked quite nice. That was right after quartz had been introduced, I think. Quartz is quite good because it works very well in the Minecraft scale. Like, this is Minecraft scale building. And it looks quite nice, which is rare. Quite often Minecraft scale buildings just look kind of bad. We need to do something down here. Hello, Rebecca. How are you this morning? How am I going to do this? Do I get a stair brick in, maybe? Maybe we should... Actually, let's bulk it up a little. Yes, it's Midas. I think it's called Gold. Timelapse is called Gold. And it's got quite a nice background, actually. The background's pretty cool. Like this, we can just kind of bulk up a little bit so that we don't have that weird edge. Nice, okay. So I want a few trees, but I also don't want to block it because the key thing is here that it's nice and visible and bright. It looks good from this angle. I like this side. Oh, not gravity-fied. Get gravity-fied, you. And yeah, it looks okay. It just looks a bit weird, I think, but not too bad. It looks good from this side. This side is still. I don't think this is the money shot really. So it needs something, maybe a tree here. Richard, I started this this is episode 33, maybe? 32, 33? So it's been a little while. I've been doing around 4 or 5 time lapses per week, so that's a month and a half ago, I suppose. Alright, so I'm going to do a dark oak here, B tree dark oak. And just pop that one in there. And I don't want that version, I want a bigger one. And it's still too small. There, maybe? Maybe with another one, maybe 2 of them. Smaller one though. I don't like that first one either, actually. Let's get rid of that too. Maybe we can get, there we go, that's a little bit better. And a small one, please. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that balances it a bit better. And I think maybe we can get some in here as well. I don't really want to, this side here looks cool already. I don't really want to obstruct it anymore. So yeah, let's go for a couple down here. One here, say, one here, maybe one more here. And it kind of awkwardly obstructs the front. That's kind of an awkward position for that last one. We can fit it there. Oh no. Let's put it all the way out here actually. Third one here. No, they kind of. This is kind of awkward too. Look, the separation here is just like an awkward distance. So I think I've placed them at the wrong distance. I think these need to be slightly closer. So let's try one in here. There we go. Yeah, that's more like it. So it's about the right distance. It kind of weirdly comes into the build as well, which I don't really want. So there we go. That's perfect. That's much better. It does have this weird, awkward kind of sort of merging with the build, so I am going to push it back a little, just so we don't have that awkward half merge. There we go. From this angle, I mean, the player would be seeing the player will be seeing it from here, and it's kind of difficult to see what that is actually. Unfortunately, you can see it's a big shape. I suppose it's probably because of the lighting. Actually, it's not very lit. I think it'd be easier to see without the shaders. From this angle, yeah, looks good. Looks good to me. I call it Midas. Midas. I think the straight pillars look better. Interesting. I really like those ones in gold. 3 stereo, of course. I'm going to break this down a little more actually, just because I'm feeling like it. Open it up just a little more. Yeah, and maybe that's already collapsed here. The story of Midas is an ancient Greek myth of a guy who it's a story about greed. It's like the Golden Goose story. I can't remember the specifics of it. There's different versions of how he gets cursed, but he's a very greedy king called Midas, and he, in the version that I chose, he demands. In fact, I had a voice prompt for the beginning, but I didn't do it because it sounded a bit cheesy. Or maybe I did. No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Did I? No, maybe I did. Oh well. It was cheesy anyway. So at the beginning of the Iceman, I had far into the frigid north, entombed in ancient snows, are the frozen bones of the Iceman, which I love, and he's still great. But for Midas, I came up with a prompt, and the prompt was, sunlight turns clouds gold with a mere touch, how I should love that power. And so he requests, or in the version of the myth that I've chosen, he beseeches Apollo, god of sun, and also the moon, and also pretty much everything else as well, to bestow upon him the power to turn things gold in the way that the sun can. And so it's not, I don't know if it is Apollo, somebody, whatever, some god does that, and now everything he touches turns to gold, and at first that's like great, but then he very quickly learns that this actually frickin' sucks when he turns his daughter to gold inadvertently, and then in the watered down version of the myth, he takes her to the river, and the river washes out all of the gold, and this is actually an explanation for why there's so much gold in, it's a river in Italy, I think. Maybe it's a Roman myth. I don't know. But that's why there's so much gold in this river, this particular river. Hello, Salty Deluxe Salty. Yeah, that's a good name. So what should I do with this little section here? Could be fun actually to work it into the build, to have like a path down, and then maybe we could have some like kind of growth and stuff down here, and yeah, let's do that. So I'm just going to lift out a little bit, and bring it around, there we go, and then we can work that in. If you'd like to show me anything, I do have a Facebook where you can send pictures, and I do like to look at the pictures that people are sending in. So please, please contact me on my Facebook if you'd like me to see some screenshots. I don't have time to visit everybody's servers because I do get quite a lot of requests to join the server or whatever. Okay. Good morning, Cookie, or good afternoon, I suppose. Good evening and good night. Great movie, Truman Show, actually. If you haven't seen that movie, do watch that movie. It's a very good movie. And I don't want to spoil anything in case people haven't seen it. So, there we go. And let's see if we can kind of bulk out a little bit at the base here so that it's a little bit. That must be one of the most common phrases. In fact, that might be the most common phrase on this stream. Bulk out at the base. Bulk out a little bit at the base. Bulk it out a little bit at the base. At the base. The base. The buttery biscuit base. Alrighty. Bye bye. Welcome, friend. Please let us know who you are. I'm just gonna actually grab my Streamlabs so that I can see who's subscribing here, because it's kind of awkward not being able to see that. And I think I'm going to just grass this area. I guess I'll do it by hand because this is just a small area. There's no need. I'll spend more time clearing up the mess. Ah, the River Poem. Thank you for following. Welcome. I'm going to continue grassing this whole area. I have got grass growth turned back on now, so if I accidentally stack grass, it's fine, it should die away. Let's have a look at that. Yes, it's kind of flat though. I definitely want to blend in here with grass, turn this to grass. Cool. Yes. That's nice. Okay. Let's see if we can get a tree brush here. Now this is going to be difficult to fit a tree here, but I think it can be done. So we're going to need to just extend around the corner a little bit because I don't want to take up the space we already have. So I'm just going to make a little bit of artificial space here just to put the tree in. So, in fact, I'm going to bulk it out just a little more again. Just so I can have a little bit more space. Yeah, not so many people today. Funny. You know, sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. I stream every day. River Poem. Every weekday, that is, sorry. Can we get this tree? We can, but not really where I wanted it. Whoa, that's a real chunky chunk boy, don't really want that. Also kind of chunky, maybe I don't want trees down here. Maybe a tree is too much, maybe a little tree. Let's go for a little baby dark oak. So, just build one, yeah. Maybe bring it out over here. You get that kind of dark oak style thing going on, and then we just put some leaves on top. So I started 30 minutes ago, and I start that same time every day. So I don't know what time that is where you are, but that is 8 o'clock in the morning for me. There we go, little dark oak. Kind of ugly. Not really sure I like that actually. Yeah, maybe the base is too chunky. This is too chunky, I think. Like this, maybe? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. And let's go for a BR tree jungle bush. Sorry, B tree. B tree jungle bush. And we'll get a couple of those in. And now it just looks kind of awkward, so we don't need two of those, I think, just one maybe. Yeah, that probably works. You could say, yes, it's 8 AM where I am. So you must be in the UK then, are you? Is that right? Let's maybe fit another one. Yeah, maybe I can't fit another bush anywhere actually. Let's keep this as it is, and we can put a few bushes around. Now I do want to be careful not to kind of overwhelm this area with bushes, which will be quite easily done, so I'm just going to be careful about where I place them. And not too many of them either. Maybe a few down here too. See, that's too many, I think. Whoa, maybe just kind of in pairs, I think works quite well. Yes. Cool, cool. I'm in, whereabouts in the UK are you? I'm in London-ish. Well, yeah, London. We don't get so many UK people on this stream because of the time of day, I suppose. For a lot of people, it's time to go to school or to work. And they don't find time, which, I mean, is totally understandable. It's not a... I try to run a not high pressure stream, so I could understand why people would be like, well, this seems non-urgent, which is kind of the point. I can see why people might not want to watch in the morning. Oh, South Yorkshire, cool. My family is from, my father actually is from Hull. And I won't say too much more. Well, mostly because I'm afraid of being stalked. My father being from Hull, though, doesn't narrow it down too much. Hull is quite a big place. So I'm going to bone meal now, I think. Let's get a bit of bone meal kind of all over the place on here. I think I've got it to the stage where I want it on top here. And maybe there'll be more work to do later, but for now I'm pretty pleased. And just going to bone meal the whole area. There needs to be a quicker way of doing this. There must be a quicker way, but I just don't know yet. And there we are. We have, I suppose we've kind of completed the very central part, the part that we were all waiting for. Now you can all leave and go away. Go away happy, having seen what the centre is going to look like. And what's that? I'm actually gonna move this along and try and make it a bit smoother. In fact, I'm gonna go with blend ball on the top here. I think the most annoying thing I thought about Yorkshire is there's no jobs. That's the big annoying part about Yorkshire. Yeah, there are no jobs in Yorkshire, which sucks, and there's nothing going on either. Not intending to cause any offence, but I mean I'm from Yorkshire, so I think I'm entitled to say this. But there's nothing happened, so that's why I left. I'm not really intending on going back either. South Yorkshire. I'm not actually sure what's in South Yorkshire. Hull's not Yorkshire, is it? Or is it? No, maybe Hull. No, is that? Is Hull South Yorkshire? I don't really know. I don't really know too much about South Yorkshire. I'm from North Yorkshire, so it's like a whole different freaking country, isn't it? It's so far away. I'm kind of put off by how small this is, so I'm going to try to lift that a little. So let's do that. And I'm going to lift it out a little. And let's go for a blend ball again. I'll just smooth it out a bit. Yep. Here we go. Sorry. Hull is a long way from where I'm from. Like, it's way far south. It's like a 2-hour drive. So I don't know what's south. Thanks. No offense taken. So I'm going to put a overlay of grass on here. I'm trying to think what is in South Yorkshire. Is Harrogate South Yorkshire? Sheffield. Oh gosh. Frickin' Grock as well. The Circuits Gleam is that Rob? We've got Rob and leave me alone, guys. What I do on my own time is up to me. Don't judge me. Sheffield. Okay, Sheffield's like hundreds of miles away though, from the north of Yorkshire. Why is Yorkshire so big? Alrighty, so we get the grass through here. I'm gonna get the trees, bring the trees through, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird, awkward shape at the moment. Like, I'm not really sold as this being a real thing. Like this doesn't look. It looks weird at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it doesn't seem realistic. I'm not really sure what to do about it. I mean, this side looks good. This side looks a bit weird. Yeah, a path could be a good idea, actually. Hello, slime. How are you this morning, friend? I'm just gonna spread the grass all the way through here. And we can get some more kind of trees over this side. I think the path through the middle could be cool. In fact, let's do that right now, because that's real easy. How do I do that? ER. Yep, sphere. Stone brick. Let's put some stone brick in there. Actually, let me check what stone brick is. The grassy one. In fact, maybe the cobblestones. No, I want stone brick. Actually, stone brick looks way better. Mossy stone brick monster egg. I don't want that. Just mossy stone brick. 98 one. So we do brush. Sphere. 5%, 98, 1. 20% dirt, 1. And 75% grass. Size 3, and then we'll do mask grass. And with any luck, yes, we can do something like this, and we will get what looks kind of like a path. Maybe the stone bricks were a mistake, but who knows? Where should this even go? Let's bring it down to the beach, where I can just be like, well, it ends in the beach, so there you go. Problem solved. There's a couple cities and towns and villages here and there, and there's a bit of farmland. Well, that could be that's the UK, I think, isn't it? It's the UK generally. So I'm going to take I'm going to take a dark oak. Okay. So I'm going to spread some dark oaks here. What I don't want to do is ruin the view here. So we get this nice view. Although actually we need to balance it. Down here needs some trees. So let's get some trees in this area. So we'll do that. One there. Maybe one there. Kind of the wrong way around. They're kind of merging together. I don't really want that. That's also merging together. Let's move it down a little more, just so that, there we go, they're nice and separate now. Oh, actually, that's horrible. Why do some of these trees look so horrible? Just cover it up. Alright. So yeah, that works. So we aren't blocking the view, but we're also kind of balancing the rest of the trees here. Okay, so is there a lot of farming in South Yorkshire? I don't know. I don't know my UK geography at all, to be honest. I know New Zealand's geography better than I know UK geography. Like, I don't know what it is about looking at the UK geography map, like looking at the UK geography, like I just switch off, like I just don't care. It's like, I don't know, where is Birmingham anyway? Who knows? I know where London is, and I know where my hometown is, and I know where I studied, and this looks really weird actually, all these trees kind of spread evenly. Doesn't look right. So let's try and make them a little bit more clustered. Does not obstruct the view. Looks okay from the angle. Yeah, I think we're okay. This is kind of particularly important because this is going to be a real eye drawer. Like when people see this build, the first thing they're going to look at is this central point. And so while I was able to be a bit slapdash about what's over here because no one's going to be looking at that, this is kind of important. So I need to make sure that it's not ugly, basically. I guess we can have, like, over here. Whoa, it's a bit bigger than I was expecting. You can put, like, gosh, they're like all merging together. You live on a farm. Yeah. Uh-oh. You know what they say about farmers? Don't fuck with farmers. Are you like a legit farmer then? One more down here maybe. This central point is looking a bit weird, but I think that's okay. I think it's okay to have this kind of slightly central point more exposed. And in fact, for the sake of that, I think I want to weather it a bit so that it's looks a bit thinner and a bit more reasonably exposed instead of just like, well, the trees just didn't grow here for convenient reasons. What kind of so you know like actual stuff about farming then? Is that true? Is that fair to say? Have you ever played the game called Stardew Valley? Can you tell us how accurate that game is to real-life farming? Well, actually, that's kind of cool to have. We could almost have this kind of collapsed. It already looks kind of collapsed. Let's make it into kind of look like it's kind of collapsed a bit. I think that could be nice. Actually, let's start off. I want to make this kind of sandy, so we'll take this whole little edge out here and make that into a bit of a sandier surface. A sandier surface. The cylinder, sand 3, BR. There we go. And do mask air. Oh, okay. That's a fun game, but it's a game about farming. You farm stuff. But I guess if you haven't played it, then we can't really have much of a discussion about it. It's not like a simulator. It's like the Zelda of farming games, I suppose. It's pretty much Zelda if Zelda was a farming game. That has some extremely unrealistic things like, well, I mean, there's many unrealistic features about it. I just wanted to hear if you had a good reaction. Oh my goodness! Hold on, guys. I need to show you this. Hold the stream while I show you the best thing about Farming Simulator ever. Oh, actually, I can't do it because you're on Mixer, so it's going to be a bit awkward. If you search, I don't even know. I can't remember what it is. There's a great Farming Simulator video, which I will have to find. And if I still remember, and you're still here at the end of the stream, River Poem, I will send you on. I'll post on my Facebook wall the greatest Farming Simulator video known to man. I watched it and I like cried with laughter. That's all I have to say. That's a great story, isn't it? Hey guys, I saw this great video one time. Hello, Ant Master Gamer. So we're saying that this has collapsed. So let's see if we can get some grass. I think maybe some mossy cobbles, mossy stone bricks, and some gravel, I think. So in fact, let's go for that. We'll go for B. Here's what I'm going to do. BR rock. Actually, let's grab what I had before and we'll just modify that. So we'll do a BR rock. And we're going to... that looks pretty good, actually. Let's reduce the amount of grass to 40%. And we're going to add some 35%, wait, we'll add 20% stone and 20% gravel, and I don't even care if that doesn't add up. So, there. Then we're going to do mask air, and then I'm just going to basically do this, so we have some chunky boys, and you're like, what? That doesn't look like a collapse. I hate you. I'm quitting the stream. But I've got another trick up my sleeve in the form of the gravity brush. Oh, and I took the leaves off the trees. It's so powerful. This bush is too powerful for any one man to control. And it didn't work. So it wasn't what I had in mind. Whoops. So let's make it work by just kind of fumbling a bit and trying to make it work. Just trying to smooth it a bit, basically. Take some gravel here. Just gonna try and smooth this out to make it a bit more of a collapsed kind of looking shape. This really didn't work, actually. I thought it was going to work a lot better than it would. I don't know why I thought about that. Oh goodness! Don't tell my mother. I mean, obviously, this is going to be like, oh, the posh toff knob. How dare he talk about farming? My mother. Is a horsewoman. She used to own a riding school and stuff, and I've done my share of mucking out, and it's not fun. I will fully agree with you there. In fact, I've done a fair old bit of no, I haven't. Not by comparison, I'm sure, with you, but compared to most people, I would say I've done a fair bit of farm work. Think about it. In fact, actually, in some ways, I imagine doing like if your parents aren't like farmers, but you're doing farm work, it's like we have to do all the work ourselves. We don't have a tractor or anything, so it's like carrying hay bales by hand and stuff. It's nuts. It is Thursday. Is it time to milk the cows or walk the sheep? Feed the chickens. What's a typical day? Are you like a professional farmer? Is that your job, or are you just you live on a farm and help your parents, or what? It doesn't really look like a collapse. Just looks kind of like a mess. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to coat it in grass. In fact, let's do an overlay. The overlay, D1, grass. Whoa, that's not what I meant. And there we go. Maybe that can help a little bit to disguise, make it look a bit more like. Yeah, it looks a bit like a collapse, I think. Kind of messed it up, really, didn't I? It's okay. No biggie, really, is it? Real life farmer. Wow. Okay, well, I will not presume to tell you anything about farming whatsoever. Then. Definitely play Stardew Valley though. If you can't get enough of that farming lifestyle, it's going to really kick your farm life up a notch. Nice. Okay. So that collapsed. I can now put some trees in here, I think, without it kind of obstructing the view. So let's grab the tree brush here and let's stick one in. One tree in there. Yes. It's poop day. Nice. Actually, I imagine working with farming is probably quite. I mean, obviously, I expect it's incredibly hard work, but must be quite rewarding. You know, actually working with your hands and doing stuff. You know, growing food that I'm assuming you grow food, not maybe you could be a farmer of things that are not food, but boom, nice. I'm gonna grab a couple more down here actually. If I can. Nice. Yeah, actually working with real stuff in the real world and kind of producing something so directly, I think must be real rewarding work. Much better than I'm a software developer, so I mean I sit there and I go like this, and I type lines of code, and then I try to run the lines of code, and then there's a bug, and I fix the bug, and then I just do that ad infinitum, basically. You know, yesterday I spent the entire day trying to figure out some obscure problem, and just doing the same thing over and over again. Change one line, rerun the whole program. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, go back, change the line again. Which is, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. I mean, it's easy, but it's not very. It's just a bit dry. Hello, Cubic Panda. So I'm working on this whole area here. Is one build. So it goes over that way. You can't see it because it's not loading. It also goes over that way, but this way is not completed yet. So we're actually getting nearly done. Think about it. But for now, I'm working in this central area, and it's going pretty good now. Actually, I think we're kind of approaching completion level. I might want to put another big tree in actually, because this one seems a bit lonely. Cool. What kind of stuff do you is it mostly animals that you're farming, or are you farming something else? I mean, I don't doubt it, to be honest. Like, there's not. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that what you said is true. I probably have eaten quite a lot of food from your farm, I imagine, over the years. It's like that whole oxygen breathing thing, right? Every time you breathe, you're breathing in the last breath of Caesar. Like, over the course of a lifetime, the odds of you kind of, I imagine that we've probably all eaten food from everybody's farm, I imagine, unless you're really specific about where you shop. I'm going to push this back a little. Actually, let's work the sand in here, because this is kind of awkward, and this whole edge here actually is real awkward. So maybe we can get a cliff in here, actually. That'll work a lot better, I think. Oh, cool. So what kind of crops are you growing? You grow wheat? That's kind of the main crop, isn't it, in this country? Shows how much I know. I'm going to use a lift brush here. And I'm just going to try and kind of build this edge up. In fact, what am I doing this for? We have a perfect brush in the form of this very what's the word? Transferable, very specific brush, the cliff brush. Thank you, friend. If you want to learn some tips or tricks, you can stick around and you'll see how I built everything. Everything that you can see from here was built on this stream. So if you're interested in how anything was done, you could probably go back and actually find it. If you were a bit of a sadist, that is, a masochist, that is, because it will take you a long time. Whoa, not 66. Screw that. So I'm trying to get. That's more like what I wanted. I'm trying to get this to work to create these cliffs for me, and it's not really doing it. What I'm getting is not really cliffs. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? No, it's not. It sucks. Okay, so we're going to do an old technique then that I've done before, which is the sphere technique. So I'm going to go for a sphere, stone, 2. And I'm just going to bring this over here. What is just basic crops? Explain yourself, sir. I don't know. We don't know the first thing about farming, so like wheat, barley, is it? Like that's about it. That's all I can think of really for basic crops. Actually, I'm going to stop interrogating you now. I'm sure you're done talking about your day job. Or life job, I suppose. Farming is kind of like, it's not really a day job, is it? It's more like it's a lifestyle. Living the life. So, actually, going to take an air cylinder now. And using this, we can just chop the tops off. Using this, we can just chop the tops off of these spheres so that we get a bit of a flatter surface, and then we can fill in behind the spheres. Oh yeah, like potatoes, of course, and stuff. What am I thinking of? So I'm going to do cylinder stone 3. There's a better way of doing this, I think, but I don't know what it is, so I'm just doing it like this. So only hit the air here, don't really want to hit the rest, so we're just going to fill this in with some stone, and then once this is done, I'm going to take a lift brush, and I'm just going to do we want a smaller brush than this, real small. I'm just going to push back under here and just make this a little bit more exciting, a cliff shape. There we go. My YouTube channel has been running for I looked at this the other day. I think it was 2003, so about 14 years maybe, something like that. Ah, I see. So you live with your parents? Are you helping your parents, or are you like employed, or do you own the farm? What's the situation? Because to be honest, I'm really interested to know. It's not really every day that I get to chat with a farmer. Usually we have. Well, I mean, as I'm sure you know, almost everybody in the country does not work in farming. VR cylinder. I'm gonna get some sound in here. Sound 3. I think I made a mistake. I think I should have done mask air. How many subscribers have you got, friend? I think 42,000 is alright. That's not a bad job. Well, as I say, are you living with your parents, or do you own the farm? Are you employed on the farm? I heard there's I think this is mostly an American thing, but I heard in America they have a farmers only dating site. Have you heard of that? Is something wrong with the sound? Have we not got good quality? What's wrong with it? Let me have a look. It looks like it's coming out of the snowball. Sorry. Oh, it's peaking, isn't it? Oh goodness gracious! I didn't realise that. Is that better? Wait, that's got to be better, right? Oh, is that better? Did I fix the problem? I didn't realise that. Yeah, having a lot of space must be real nice. Real weird, I don't know what's happened to the sound actually. It's gone real quiet suddenly. You can normally hear the mouse clicks, can't you? I don't know, to be honest. It should be, it says it's playing out the blue snowball, so let me just check that. In fact, yeah, it's not playing out the snowball. Ah, my goodness, hold on. Yeah. You should hear me much more clearly now. Oh goodness, how did I not know? Is that better? I need to disable the laptop mic, I think, because it's really annoying when it does this. It doesn't happen often, but on occasion we end up playing through the laptop mic, and so we get real rubbish quality by comparison. I hope that's a lot better for you guys. And, grass 3. Embarrassing when it happens. Apologies, everybody. I did buy this microphone for a cost. It wasn't a very expensive microphone, but I mean, it was a microphone that cost money, and it would be nice to use it. Do you have a dog, a cat, sheep, pet sheep? Cool. So what I'm going to do here is the same technique, but I'm going to do mask stone. So we're just going to turn the edge here to grass.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, I really didn't know that that was not the case. Clearly, nobody called me out on having crap quality. Unfortunately, hopefully nobody joined, thought this was the quality, and then left. Because what would I be without my wonderful mic quality? That's pretty much my whole jam. I have an expensive mic, and my voice is not a bad voice. Come and watch me on YouTube every morning. Dark oak. And so we put dark oaks in here as well, because I think we've got room now down here. And yes, this is ugly. Let's see if we can do something with this actually. Let me grab the grass cylinder back, mask air here. I'm just gonna fill out a little bit. Hey, 5 is good for me. I think 5 is a good number for a stream, personally. I would be happy if I had 5 viewers at all times. So 5 sounds good to me. It's a niche stream, guys. We all know this. So, gonna get a little bit of bone meal on here, or maybe a few bushes. Actually, let's do bushes first. BR tree, B tree, jungle, bush. Down here, and we get a few in here, and I think maybe a few down here, and we've got this kind of weird area in the middle here that could kind of do with some attention. I don't really know what to do. Maybe a little dark oak would actually work here, like a little big dark oak. So let's go for another one in the same style as what we did over here. So in order to do that, I'm going to grab... You should remember what dark oak wood is. Something 13, is it? 16213. So we do BR rock 16213. 390, I think. And we'll do the same thing on here. Do the 2. And do a 1.5. Finally, we'll do a 1 and we'll drop the regularity. Alrighty, so let's just have a quick test of this one, just to make sure it does what I think it's going to do, which is weirdness. Yeah, I think that's fine. And let's go. I'm going to start by just nuking that bullshit. I don't really want that there. That's quite a nice base actually, so let's just bring it up a little more. Oh, that was an excellent start. Wow. How about that for a randomly generated start? I almost just want to chop it off and leave it as a tree stump, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, so we're going to thin it down a little now. So we're going for a slightly thinner one. And that's slightly thinner. Keep building it up for now. And so dark oak, when we look at it, it has this shape of, it's basically small at the bottom and then just kind of, well, it's not even that small at the bottom, it's quite thick at the bottom, and then it just kind of, all the branches just kind of come off it, just kind of up like this. It's not particularly prone to various shapes, but this one kind of already has that kind of quite varied shape, so I'm going to kind of copy that rather than anything else. I just thought about it. I was like, wait a second, I should probably try and mimic that. They're going to bring a branch out now and try and... Just got to be careful with this brush. Sometimes it's going to make shapes in the wrong direction. Which is fine some of the time, but some of the time you want it to go in a specific direction. Alrighty, that looks good to me. Let's bring another one out here. we can. And get it to come up. Let's just take it back a couple times there. Okay, up, please. Up. 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 Yes. Up. Go up. Up. Okay. Yep. Cool, cool. And let's bring the main trunk up a little. Bring it away from the branches. We can. And bring some more branches out. So let's bring one out here. To go up if we can. Up a little more. I'm not going to go there. Bring it up this way. And I think that'll do. Now we'll just put branches on. Whoa, that's not a branch. Not what I had in mind. What time is it now? Yeah, we still got time to complete this. It's good. And up here. And up here. Yep, I think that kind of looks about right. And I'm just going to add a few of these, see what happens. Just kind of as branch enders. And there we go. And so the technique that I used for this last time was to just use a cylinder of basically to try and do this, just use cylinders. So BR cylinder. Now these are different leaves because of the limitation on the number of IDs. So it's 1611 and not 171. BR 1611. Except I don't want 1, I want 5 because 5 is the non-rotting variant. We do cylinder 16115/3. And let's start down here. In fact, yeah, this is looking like the lowest branch. So we're going to start down here. I'm just going to bring this as best I can, kind of all the way around. Yep. And now we're going to have the next one is going to be slightly wider. I can do it. And seems like I can. There we go. It is indeed slightly wider. And I think I'm going to go for kind of the same again if I can. I'm not too worried about it being over or under, just kind of the same again. And then the top one's going to be a lot, somewhat thinner, and then that'll be it. So the top one here. Here we go. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so one branch. Let's go for the next branch. So we'll start the... We want how many layers here? 4 layers. So start the base layer here. And there we are. We'll leave it at that. Kind of want to disconnect these if we can. Next one, slightly larger. Is that? Next one, about the same if I can do it. Oops, it's not the same at all. And slightly larger again. That's okay though. And the next one, much smaller. Yes, cool, cool. And now we will do this one in the same way. So we'll start here. Here's the base layer. And like that. Next one, slightly wider. Oh no! Oh, I've been destroying the branches, haven't I? Oh, no. Okay, I gotta undo like everything. And we'll try again. Sorry guys, I realised that I haven't been using a mask, so... What happened to Mixer? Was it Oh, was it not? Was the chat not coming onto the stream anymore? That's weird. That sounds really cute. Goodness me. I always wanted a husky when I was a kid, but my parents told me no. And then there was the infamous Christmas when my sister got a pony and I got a Nintendo Wii, but it was for everyone. It was everybody's Nintendo Wii. And then at that point I realised I wasn't the favourite child. But yeah, I was never allowed a husky. My sister got a dog though. She was allowed a dog. I wasn't. Very, very fun. Very good. So I've changed the mask to air. So we'll do the same thing again now. Sorry about that. Except that this time we won't be overwriting the actual branches, so that the branches will still actually be there, which is kind of important. I mean, it's not super important, but it's going to look a bit weird otherwise, especially after we spent, you know, we actually spent time building those branches. It's kind of weird to just destroy them. And more layer here. This one, I've actually started it a bit too low down, but it's okay. Just get on top there. Okay, and let's do a little bunch down here actually. Yeah, I figured that one. That sounds adorable. To be honest, you're pretty much living in Stardew Valley by the sound of it. Stardew Valley is, I'd say, I think it's probably all the nice parts of farming without all the rubbish parts. Like, there's no mucking out in what is that? What have I done here? Isn't that the one I put the leaves on? Yeah, it was. Never have to muck anything out in Stardew Valley. Which I'm sure is what you wish you could have. Do you have pigs, cows, sheep? Chickens? Chickens are common, right? I know all about this. I'm an expert. That's weird. Oh, Mixer works on the Xbox, doesn't it? That's kind of one of its big features, isn't it? So Mixer is kind of a new thing. I'm not really sure. You know, it's kind of a new thing on the scene, so I'm not really sure about how it works and stuff. But yeah, I guess a lot of people are watching through the Xbox, which is kind of interesting, I suppose. Good morning, Drew. And how are you? Oh no, here we go. Oh, it's a rhyme. I can't stop this time. Oh. That's enough of that. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. Alright, let's take this branch here now. So we want 4 layers, right? There's layer 1. Oh, have fun. I'm sure it's going to take you a little while, so I may not be here when you come back. In fact, I almost certainly won't be here when you come back, considering I'm about to be gone. So, as I say, if you can find my Facebook, I'm going to post that Farming Simulator video, and you are going to love it. I hope I'll do that, at least. Well, it's in my mind now, so I'm going to remember to do it. And everyone else should also check it out, if you want to laugh. If you want to, like, cry laughing. Then you need to see this Farming Simulator video. Okay, so take another one in here. This is going to be an extremely large one, so next layer going to be slightly wider, and then the next layer kind of the same. And then the top layer smaller if I can. Yeah, like that. And then the last one, a bit smaller, this one. Oh, no, wider. And next layer about the same. And then one final, actually looks like we need two final layers on top. One there, and then like that. And let's see what we built. Yeah, it looks like a dark oak, I guess. That's not bad. I'm going to want to shave down some of these weirdnesses that are on in evidence. So let's just do that. So just try and make it a little bit smoother. Get rid of some of the the weirdness. There we go. That's weird, isn't it? That can go. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Boom. So that gives us, I think, like kind of a nice ending to that. And oh, I didn't do any vines on the temple, so I'm going to go back now, and we're going to overgrow this with a few vines, but not too many. I don't want to overdo it. So in terms of kind of on the outside, I'm going to keep it fairly limited. So it's going to put some here. Kind of on this edge, and then I think I'm going to leave it at that in terms of the outside, and then we can maybe have some kind of growing inside as well. It's a bit more hidden. I just don't want it to be like entirely encased in vines because I think it's going to look a bit cheap. Down here, and maybe one there. So I think inside here we can really use this to kind of break up this blank wall here, so I'm just going to do that. And probably down here too. And definitely kind of in here, that'll break that up nicely. Anywhere where there's like a nice big blank wall, I want to basically cover it. Not cover it up, but remove the blank wall. Welcome back. That was a very quick poop picking. And there's a couple more down here, maybe. Alright, it's hard to know what this is going to look like, because obviously it's not grown, but you know what, let's just grow it. Why am I being so lazy? Just put the whole vine in so we can kind of see what we're working with. So we just kind of get that green poking through, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Let's get it on there so it hangs down just a little. Too. And here. Yes. And maybe. Obviously, we can't do anything with these. They're just going to grow at their own pace. But these guys can have growth already. I think it might be cool to have that kind of growth on the ones that are in the. That's going to look cool, actually. Some of these ones that are kind of fallen down could be cool to have some kind of growth on. And I think that could be us done for today. Alrighty. I'm just going to have a little viney vine in here, and then I'm going to head off because I need to go to work. I don't want to put bush in here, actually. Let's just do that. I'll think about it, because I'm probably not going to come back. I say I'll revisit all these areas, and I never do, so... Although this is the very central area, so I'll probably revisit this. Do a bee bush, no, bee tree jungle bush. And we go pop. And there we go. Yes, okay. Oh, I definitely need a vine hanging down from here. No questions asked. Okay, so looking good now actually. This central point. We got some cool trees in the background. I mean, like this shot now is really cool. This didn't even exist 2-3 weeks ago, so that's nice. In fact, hold on. Let me just change the video settings here. Put the render distance up to extreme so we can see everything. And I will have a quick look around to demo to everybody, because I got maybe 2 minutes before I have to go. And so here's the most exciting part of the build. This was real quick. This was a real quick kind of experimentation with some techniques, and very quick to build this in a couple hours maybe. And we got some kind of stacks and stumps and stuff out here, like kind of a bit of sea terrain. Probably not completely complete, but looking kind of cool. I didn't want to like overgrow it because it was kind of in the sea, so it doesn't really make sense to me that that would be kind of overgrown. And over here, that's lazy, isn't it? Here, do the poop for me. It's not a good habit to get into. You'll be poor in no time. Through here is the mountain, which we haven't been able to see because it was outside of loading distance. Yes, at some point it will be downloadable, but not yet. Once I've made it finished, it will be downloadable, but we've got a long way to go. So, well, as I say, I'm about to be done here, unfortunately. So maybe it didn't work out as worth. Sorry. And so I'm just going to fly back now, and we can kind of load in the middle section here. Gosh, real bad loading in this game. Don't think this is the fault of the shaders mod either. So this is most of what I've actually built and loaded now. So if I fly over here, we can see what it looks like in context. This will be the first time I've seen this new build in the context of the greater build. Well, you can have a morning doing something fun anyway. Like laughing, like crying yourself silly watching the video that I'm going to link. And there we are. Last little bit. Ooh. Oh no, the tree's over there. Alrighty, well, we'll just quickly grab these trees if we can. Come on, come on. Thought they'd all loaded, but they hadn't. Nice, nice. So there we go. If I come over here, we should be able to see everything in context, and this is kind of the main viewpoint I'm looking for, and boom, we get it. Nice. Pretty. Yes. I like it, maybe not as much as I thought I would, unfortunately. I mean, it looks nice, don't get me wrong, but in fact it looks pretty good, actually. It's kind of nice detailing, it's just the light's kind of playing off it. Obviously still got all of this section to do, but that's only kind of a quarter left now, so nearly there. I think I'm going to do more of these big trees over this way. Because they're actually quite fun to make. Alrighty, so I'm going to have to head off because I got to go to work. So I'm going to say thanks to everybody, and check out my Facebook because I'm going to post a real funny video real quick just before I go to work. So bye bye everyone, and I'll see you soon. Same time tomorrow. Somewhere here is the stop button.